Hi everyone, June5 back. We got another course for you guys. So I'm going to do things a little differently here. This course is called Wakanya Black, and it's the next course on the PGA on the TGC Tours. And so I thought I'd showcase it before I actually play the event. I didn't look up the creator, so I don't know who it's designed by. But and I'm going to try to tell you guys what's going through my head a little more on each shot, you know. So we got fairways firm, green speed fast. Wind speed I already put at medium, and we got our long tees and our pins all set because I already played one round through, you know. So my first round I shot 8 under, I believe, but had one bogey.
Hi there, my name's John, and I'd like to welcome you to the Golf Club 2019.
So I didn't look up
PGA Tour.
the course details.
I'd like to thank you on behalf of the Golf Club team for being with us here today. Let's get down to that first tee right now and see what you can do.
So as you can see, there's 372 plays, and let's look at the high score here. My score should come up. Well, maybe it won't because I just played it. Yeah, I don't think it is. Wow, we got a 16 under. Wow. Okay. I could look up more by designer here. Let's see here. Like I said, I didn't look up the designer's name. I usually put every time I put a course created by, but let's see if it's gonna load. No. But I'm mainly showcasing this because it's a PGA event on the TGC Tours. So last week on the PGA, I didn't shoot too bad. I finished 46th. So my ranking was 61. Maybe I'll move up 1 or 2 points into the 50s. I was in the 50s a couple weeks ago. Okay, so we got hole 1 here. It's a long par 4. Now, like I said, I'm going to try to explain a little differently here. Now, sometimes you can loft up your driver, you know, all the way up, and you give yourself a little extra distance, you know. So we'll try that here. The only problem with that is you're not as accurate. So we lofted all the way up. We got a little wind against us. It is a long hole. Now on longer holes, yeah, you know, sometimes you do want to loft up your driver, get that extra distance. But for me, I don't want to be too long sometimes because my second shot, it might interfere with a 2-wood. You know, a 2-wood is 253 yards carry plus a little more. So if I like to prepare, I don't exactly work the math, but if I don't loft up the driver, sometimes it's perfect for the 2-wood. But in this situation, I didn't really think about that. But alright, let's see if we can get a good drive here. I got a fast, but it's a big open fairway there.
So far, so good for this one.
It's probably going to bounce down to the left a little bit. No, it stayed pretty straight. So that was ideal. You know, we hit the ball 322. Not a lot of difference.
Okay, we are well above the green from here. You might need a little less club.
Whether I lofted the driver or not, you know, a few yards maybe. So now we got a little wind with us, not much, but I'm looking at 227 down 32. So that's about, you take off about 10, it's playing about 217. Now my 3-iron, 214, that easily goes about 225 with this wind. So that's a little long, but we're going to take a look here and see what we got. It looks like it's ideal, you know, but it is a little long, so I'm going to take back to the 4-iron. And since, you know, I look at the green, I want to come in on the left because it's slanting. You know, I want to be landing over here, kind of fuddled down to the pin, you know. If I don't move it over, it'll go over here and it'll probably roll off the green over here, you know, so. But these greens are pretty challenging. So we got a little wind, just going to move it over a little. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to de-loft because this club will be a little short. So I want to try to get a little extra with the de-loft. Now I know sometimes it's confusing because a lot of clubs, when you de-loft, you get that extra yardage. But I just mentioned with the driver, I lofted up and I got the extra yardage. So it's a little confusing. A D-loft, it'll stay lower in the air and you tend to get more rollout, you know. Whereas when you're hitting a driver, it's more power. You can D-loft the driver and you'll get more rollout, but it'll tend to hit the ground a little quicker, you know. It seems to me that most clubs, when you D-loft, go farther, but when you start getting into the driver, 2-wood, even a 3-iron, you know, when you loft them up, they tend to go farther. There's kind of a cutoff there around the 3-4 iron. But it's kind of a judgment call, you know. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Now the wind's shifted already, but I think that's about right. I still want to come in on the high end here. Nice swing. The wind's pushing me a little to the left. If I'm short, that's okay. Look at this. We got a beautiful bounce. Stop. We don't want it to go too far here. Beautiful. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to come in short.
And here we go
because
for the birdie.
Now the green speed here is 176. That's pretty fast. And these greens are pretty rough. I've already played this course once, and there was a couple of shots. It got close to the pin and literally rolled down the hill 30 yards back to my feet. So we set ourselves up nice for a birdie putt here. It's only a par 4. It's 538, and a lot of times a hole this long will be a par 5, but this is only a par 4. So there's a little bit of break here, not much, kind of a double breaker. Take a shot here.
Oh, this has a chance.
Oh, we just missed.
Man. All right, nice little 2-foot putt.
Good effort on our part. We
Well
get the
done.
par. Nothing to worry about. If we were on our game, we would have had the birdie.
Even
you know,
par.
so we move on.
First hole. Okay, hole number 2. Let's see what you can do.
All right, hole 2, 163 yards, par 3. Now, again, I got a little wind with me, 171. So I'm definitely clubbing down to the 160 because these greens are firm. It'll bounce, and the 160 carries about 165 anyway. And with this little wind, it'll definitely carry. So I want to look at my green, and I don't mind, you know, because we got an uphill shot here. We want to get close to the pin, so if this green was flat, I would think about lofting this up because I'm already might be too far. You figure 160, that 7-mile-an-hour wind, it'll land around 170 and bounce to 175 if the greens were flat. But since these greens, it's an uphill, I'm going to go with this shot, I think. See, now the wind's going to push me a little left, so I'm just going to aim a little over here. But I don't want to be on the right side of the green because, as you can see, it's a real bad hill here with some red lines. I'd like to land somewhere over here. I'd like to land up by the pin, but if I don't, I want to be on the left side. So now the wind's already changed a little. Alright, so I'm actually, after that speech, I'm actually going to loft it up just a tick. But not much. Good strike. This could be good if he gets up that hill. Needs to kick up. Beautiful. Just what I was going for. Now we gave ourselves a birdie putt.
Now I'm thinking 2-putt. And this putt for the
No,
birdie.
if I'm on my game, this is an easy one. I should make it. But it doesn't mean I will. You know, it all depends. Some days you're not on your game, you know. So it's a 7-footer, but it's 12 feet up. Just got a little bit of break here. Not much. Alright,
Awesome.
we get our birdie. Great. We move on to hole 3.
Okay, that'll bring it down to 100.
Now we got a par 5 here.
Okay, par 5.
Now, when you're thinking par 5s, you're always thinking get there in 2. But my train of thought lately isn't always get there in 2. It's set yourself up for an easy birdie, you know. It's no problem. It's no harm in laying up because my pitching game and my flopping game has gotten better now where I can lay up and set myself up. So we got a little wind against us. We want to find fairway. Now I believe I actually found this bunker on my other playthrough, because I thought the wind was going to push me and it didn't. So I think we're going to go over here. We got plenty of room over here. Now, should I loft this driver up or not? Well, I don't think I'm going to, because I'm looking for accuracy more. Like I said, when you loft the driver up, it's not as accurate. You know, I don't want to be in this bunker on the left here. I want to clear this patch of rough. I don't want to, you know, if I had a little more fairway to work with, I might think about lofting it up. But again, I'm also thinking about my second shot, and a 2 wood is about 250, and that might be perfect, you know? Whereas if I loft it up, then the 2 wood would be too far, you know? Alright, so let's go here. Perfect swing. We got the fast backswing, but
This one looks pretty safe.
fast backswings really haven't been hurting me at all, so I don't worry about them. 310, perfect. Now, our 2 wood might be ideal here. Look at this. The 2 wood's 250, but it usually carries a little longer. 274 up 17, so the 2 wood is definitely the play here. We got a little wind against us. Now, where do we want to land? The wind's going to push us a little right. You can see the way the green is floating. We kind of want to land over here and let it roll and bounce up here, catch this hill and float down to the pin, you know? Now it's 274, it's playing about 280, so we probably won't reach. But that's okay, we're going to go for it anyway. The wind is not that much. I'm going to aim about here. I'm just going to loft it up just a tick. Good strike. Should be up on the green maybe. Should get a good bounce. Beautiful. Look at this. We got a perfect roll in the center of the green.
On the green and on and under regulation.
Gives ourselves a very good opportunity at eagle. Now it's not an easy putt, but it's a good opportunity. And what's our opportunity at birdie now? It's practically 99% because I can definitely 2-putt this. So we're looking at a pretty straightforward putt. It's got a little bit of break to the left. 40 feet is the aggregate. It's 26. So now in my putting, I have a counting method where I would count like 1, 2, 3, 4, swing. 4 counts, 1 per 10 feet because it's 40 feet, you know. I have to think about the green speed, so I might only count, if it was 187's the fastest, I would probably only count 3.5. So like I said, it's going to break a little left, not much, because I'm going to be hitting it pretty hard. So we're just going to aim a little to the right. Now, as far as judging how far to the right, that's just trial and error. You got to play the game long, you know, you got to keep practicing, you know. Not a lot of break here. Alright, so let's go for this one. It's going to break on me? Oh! Geez. I just missed. That's okay. Now we got to tap in birdie.
3 feet to the hole here.
All right.
Putt in there for
good
birdie.
execution. We move on.
Okay, and you're down to 2 under par now after that one.
Hole 4, 493.
Okay, this is the 4th hole.
Par 4. All right, I got a little wind with us. Now I'm looking here. I got fairway here. It narrows a little bit. I go over here, I got plenty of room to work with. So it is kind of a long hole. We can take a look up here. It's kind of a tough green, you know, so it's not going to be easy. So you definitely want to find fairway. I mean, I could hit it here, but I got a little wind with us, so I think I'm going to go over here. Take the safer option. I could loft this up, but I'm opting not to. Nice strike. Beautiful.
Nice. All right.
Okay, so now
we're right around 165 yards out.
164 up 20. So it's playing about 170 actually. So this is the 160 club. It usually goes about 165. With the firm greens and the wind, it'll definitely go 170 easily. I got a little bit of an uphill lie, so this is the ideal distance. Now we want to look where we want to land. We got a little bit of a backstop here, so we can go a little long and it'll roll back. We try to want to get up near the pin here in this area. Now over here you can see it's really rolls off. So if you make any mistakes and you go over here, you're rolling off over into here, which is not the worst, but this is better. So we'll tend to favor. Now, the 7 mile an hour is starting to move directly to the left. Now my circle is about a 9 mile an hour spread, which means if it was going 9 mile an hour, I would want to aim the end of the circle about there. And from what playing the game enough, about half the circle over is about a 9 mile an hour. So now we're down to 6. So I'm just going to move it in a little. Now, the distance is good. What do I want to do? Do I want to loft it up or do I want to de-loft it? Our lie's going to push me a little bit to the right here, so we're just going to readjust one more time here. Bring it in a little. Now, I'm debating here. I think I'm just going to de-loft just a tiny bit. Not much, because we got the backstop. Now we need to execute the shot. Good shot. Good execution. I'm happy with that. Should kick up. Beautiful. That's what we wanted. We give ourselves another birdie opportunity.
This one for birdie.
All right, 10-foot putt. It's 13 feet with the aggregate. Little bit of break. We're just going to go outside right here. Going to break on me? Yes.
Nice.
Great job. We get a birdie. We move on.
And after that hole, you are now 300.
So now we're 3 out of 4. We're rolling a little bit. The important thing is to stay focused.
Okay, 5th hole coming up.
Got another par 4 here. Well, I got plenty of fairway to work with here. Now in this situation, I could loft this all the way up because I'm not worried about accuracy. I got tons of room to work with here. There's not much wind. We can just hammer this.
Look at this.
Now see, I pulled it fast. It'll go left, but I shouldn't have a problem because the fairway's huge. So basically my advice...
And from here, we're right around 170 yards out.
When you're thinking about lofting your driver, if you have plenty of room in the fairway and you want a little extra distance, go ahead and loft the driver. But you don't have to do it every hole, and especially if you're looking for more accuracy in a narrow fairway, do not loft your driver. So now we got 171. Let's look at our green here. Again, it's a treacherous green. We got a slippery little hill here. Not much wind, but if we land a little short or over here, it's going to be gone off the green, the way it rolls. So we want to come in over here on the right side. So from our last shot, what did we have? We were about the same distance. So we're going to go down to the 160 because although this time there's a 4 mile an hour wind against us, but it's not that much. Because a 160 club, even with the 4 mile an hour, look at the winds changing. Now this is going to go 170 now. The wind completely changed, So I think we're going to aim about here. Our lie is good. Now we actually have a downhill lie, so that'll give it even more distance. So what I'm going to do here is actually loft it up just a touch. Alright, now the wind is still changing. It's a treacherous little hill here. Kind of thinking what I should do. Alright, we'll give it a shot here. I hit it fast. It's going to push it left a little, but it's actually going right for the hole. If this will sit down, we're in perfect shape. Oh, and we hit the stick.
Sound, isn't it?
There you go.
Nice shot.
Now,
here we go. This putt for the bird.
I actually hit a fast, which was a mistake on my part, but I hit the pin. So we got a little lucky there. Apparently the fast wasn't off that much. And we got ourselves another tap in, so We're going to tap it in and move on.
Alrighty, moving on.
And after that, you're bringing
So I
things
did get a little
down
lucky
to
there,
4 under
you know.
par.
Hole 6, we got a par
hole
3.
coming up.
Again, we got the same distance, 171. Now it's uphill a little, and I got a little wind against us. Let's look at our green. Not a bad green at all. There's not a whole lot of hills here. Now over here, we got a little bit of a back, you know, stop. So we can go a little long. We want to be close to the pin. But I'm gonna stick with the 160 club because I can always loft and deloft for the little extra yardage or a little short yardage, especially with your fast, firm greens. I like to come in a little short on fast, firm greens because the bounce and the rollout. Because I had a problem in my earlier days of playing this game, where I would just, it would land at the pin, it would roll 10 yards. Land at the pin, roll 20. And I was being like, what am I doing? And I'm like, I gotta come in shorter. So I love to come in shorter. So now we got a little wind against us. It's playing 174. So now you're almost, and it is a little bit of a backstop. I almost tempted to go up a club here. But if I go up a club, I have to loft it way up, and I tend to lose a little control. So I think I'm going to stay with this. But, you know, we're going to de-loft it quite a bit now. Not all the way to the bottom, but quite a bit, close to the bottom. And we're going to aim a little more center cut here. I got it fast, so it's going to push left. We're not going to be near the stick, but we should be in the green here. All right, we're on.
Okay, you're on the
we're
green with a whole lot of work to do.
So now we're just looking to get our par and our 2-putt here. We got a 48-foot putt, uphill a little. It's breaking to the right. Just looking for a lag putt here. If it goes in, it's a bonus, but just don't want to get ourselves in trouble. We've had, what, 4 birdies in a row. We're shooting really well. It's a little bit of a substantial break here, but not a whole lot. So now 48, I would almost count to 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hit. So let's see here. We'll take a shot at this. Probably a little short here.
Oh,
No, it's a little long. Need it to sit down. All right.
And this next putt for par.
All right, we got a little 6-footer here. It's not a gimme. It's tricky, especially if you're having trouble with your putting.
There's a nice putt for you.
Good save. We move on.
Sitting at 4 under for the round.
All right, hole 7. We got a par 4.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice clean
Now,
drive.
As soon as I see this, I see drivable par 4. What's the wind going to do? Not bad. It's not in my face, but it's not much. Can we carry this? 325 uphill? It's going to be tough. If I lofted my driver all the way, I might. I would definitely loft my driver all the way and go for this if I had about a 10-mile-an-hour wind with me. But since I don't, I think we're not going to loft the driver. We're not going to go for it. We're just going to hit a driver here. Just trying to set ourselves up for a good second shot and get the birdie. It might be in the sand, but that's not too bad.
Well, looks like you got some work cut out for you in this next one.
Ooh, now we didn't want to plug it in the sand. I would have been better off taking a 2-wood and laying up 50 yards back, you know? So that was a little bit of a mistake, but we're just looking to get up and down here now. We got a terrible lie here, so we have to add. This is a tough shot. It's playing about 30. I got plenty of room if I go long, so we're going to go up to, let's see here. If I do the 36-yard flop, what are we going to lose? We're going to lose about 9 yards. That's 27. We're still going to be short. I got to go up another club. Now, do I want to loft this? I'm going to loft it just a little bit, but not all the way, because this is a bad lie, believe me. And we'll be lucky to get it close. We're going to take our shot. Roll a little. Come on. That wasn't bad. Gave herself opportunity for a birdie. It's not ideally what I wanted. I wanted to be a little closer.
That's all you can ask for. Okay, we're putting from around 15 feet out.
All right, we got a double breaker here. 26 feet with the aggregate. So I can kind of take a chance with this and hit it kind of a little bit firmer and try to go for it. Tough to read. It's more about the speed here. Nope, I don't think I hit it. Nope.
Oh, so close.
Okay,
All right.
Short little putt here.
We're going to take our par and move on. Now,
Decent little putt.
that was
there.
actually a missed opportunity because that hole should be
It's
birdied.
gonna keep you at 4 under.
So
after
I'll
that
learn
one.
from that and move on.
8th hole coming up here.
Hole 8,
Let's,
we got a par
take best
4.
shot.
All right. We got plenty of room to work with here. Here's a case where I'm going to loft the driver all the way up. We'll easily clear here. Again, I hit another fast, but plenty of room
That's
to work
looking nice
with,
off
so I'm
the
not
tee.
worried. Okay. Now our second shot here, 90 up 22. Now this is a treacherous hill. Look at this. I played this through once, and you know what happened. I was a little short, and it ran all the way down. But you don't want to be too long either, so... If it's playing 97, we're going to switch over to our normal shot, 94. I'm going to aim over to the left a little. And 94, 97, this should be okay. Just going to de-loft it just a tick. It's probably going to be a little long, but I'd rather be longer than short. Hit a fast, going to go left a little, but there's a hill there.
Hope
so.
this one has some teeth.
Yeah, we're definitely long. Get a little bit of roll.
Nice.
Not
Ended up
ideal
all
what I
right
wanted,
there.
but
All right, we got a
we have a
22
birdie
footer.
putt.
Let's see if we can do this.
it's a nasty one. We want to make sure we don't hit it too hard here. Just a little bit of break. It's going to break on me. Oh,
that's a
just
tough one.
missed. Stop. All right, we can clean up our mess, get our par.
4 feet to the hole. You can do this. Solid
All right,
putt.
not
We're
too
in the
bad.
hole. 4 under for the round.
Moving on, hole 9.
Hole number 9.
All right, this is stroke index 1. So whenever you see stroke index 1, you just want to be a little wary. I got plenty of room to work with here. Well, if I loft up the driver, I could go into that sand. So we're probably just going to hit it the way it is.
Powerful.
It's actually going for the sand, but it should be short. All right, that's perfect.
Quite the elevated green out there. You might need to take an extra
All right,
club.
173 up 28, so it's playing about 183, 182. It's up on a hill. It's a tough pin. So do we want to go for this pin, or do we want to kind of play a little more conservative? So the wind's going to push us left. We're going to go for the pin. We're going to aim a little to the right. And this is the club we're going to use, because the 172 club comes in a little farther, about 177, you know. But it's playing about 182, so I definitely have to de-loft this, especially it's up a hill. And we'll give ourselves a shot here. Nice strike. This could be good. It'll get up on that hill, bounce up. Beautiful. Now if it'll set for me, that's about the best I could have hoped for.
Nice, nice. You're on. You're on.
All right, here we go. This one.
All right, we
for
got a
the
birdie putt, a little bit of break. See if we can take this one down here. Yes. I gave that one a little more weight, and it went in the
That
cup.
one will bring it down to 5 under.
So that was a beautiful front 9, 5 under. That's kind of ideally what you want to go for. And we'll go move on to hole 10.
Okay, let's see what happens here on this par 4.
All right, we got
Let's
stroke
go
index
ahead and
2.
drop this one into the fairway and take it from there.
It's a long par 4. We got plenty of room to work with here, so we're definitely lofting this up. Try to get that extra yardage. We want to find fairway, so we don't want to mess with these bunkers.
I'm liking it.
All right, we're in good shape. Now see, I aimed it way left, and it still was
And
almost...
this next shot's looking to be around 190 yards
It was
out.
almost in that bunker all the way on the right. Again, we got a terrible hill here. Look at this. This is a nightmare. So, you know, you wanna make sure you get up on the hill. 192 up 31, so it's playing 202. Now I know my clubs, and the 194 club definitely comes in farther. It comes in about 202 with the firm and the bounce. So I'm not going to go up to the 203. That would be too far. We're going to go with this. And a lot of times I loft it up a little, but I'm not going to mess with it because I want to make sure I get up this hill. And there's even a chance I won't get up the hill. But we're going to aim a little to the left. We got a little wind. Actually going to de-loft it just a tiny bit because I want to make sure I get up on the hill. Good strike. Should be good. It's got to kick up. Kick up. Beautiful. Sit. Beautiful.
Very nice.
Now, what's been
5 footer
happening
here, nothing too bad.
since I'm on my game and I played the game enough, these treacherous hills, I'm using them perfectly. Because when you come in strong and you land right on the hill, it takes the sting out of the ball and it avoids it from, you know, bouncing 10, 20, 30 feet past the pin. So, alright, so we got a 5-footer here. We should make it, but there's a little bit of a break here, so we want to take our time. Don't blow this, you know. Nice.
Solid stroke on that
That's
one.
a nice birdie on that one.
6 under for the round.
All right, let's move on to hole 11.
Par 4 here. Let's have a nice clean drive.
All right. Another par 4, a little bit shorter here. Plenty of room to work with here. I could loft this up, but I'm not going to.
Whoa, you smashed that.
I hit a fast, so, but we're still going to be okay. Whoa, I think. All right.
Okay, we're sitting at around 110 yards. to the
Now,
pin.
111 up 9, it's about 114. So now, ideally, the sand wedge is perfect. With the fast firm greens, it lands about 108 and it'll bounce to 114, you know. Still want to take a look at your green. We got an uphill, so I could even add a little de-loft. Got a little bit of wind, so we're just going to push it over to the right a little. The wind should take me to the left. Just a touch of de-loft, not a whole lot. And we'll give it a shot. Good strike. Should be close. Not bad. I could have de-lofted
Sweet.
it a little more, but
And this putt for the birdie.
what do we have here? We got a 9-foot putt. Not a lot of movement. Just want to take your time with these putts. Hit them firm. Yeah, another
Yes.
birdie. It can be easy when you're on your game.
Sitting at 7 under for the round.
All right, moving on. Hole 12.
Okay, and we find
Par
ourselves
3.
now on the 12th hole. Let's see what you can do.
All right, let's look at our green. Tough little green. We got a little pocket here where the pin is, where we want to land. Now 144 down 10. It's playing 141. I definitely want to club down to the 136. That'll definitely bounce to 141 on a flat, you know. So we got a little hump here. We should easily clear this. We could actually aim a little to the left because if we go long, we got a little hill here. But I don't. Hopefully, I'll land right around here and it'll bounce right by the hole. So now I got a little wind with us, so I'm going to loft it up just a little bit to try to shorten it up a little because the wind's going to take us in. Now I can already tell I've been stroking really good. This is where I usually hit a fast or a slow, and you're not, you know, it'll go one, you know. So I gotta try to execute the shot here perfectly. I got the perfect. This should be good.
I think this is bound for the green.
Nice. Now it's a little longer than we wanted, but nothing wrong with it. We should have about a 12-foot putt,
Putting
13.
from around 16 feet out.
16-foot putt, all right. Breaking to the left. It's uphill a little, so I can give it a little weight. It's a pretty good break here, so, you know, you want to adjust accordingly. I don't know.
Ooh, tough break.
Ooh, that was close. All right, we've been hot,
Okay,
so
this
that's
one for
not too
par.
bad. We'll take our par and move on.
And a decent little putt to end this one. And that'll keep you at 7 under for the round.
All right, we got a par 5 coming
Hole
up here.
Number 13.
Now, as you can see, it's kind of a short fairway here, so we're not going to loft up our driver. We want accuracy. We're just trying to find a fairway. I pushed it right, but a little bit of wind will bring it back, hopefully. I don't know. This might kick into the rough. No, it kicked to the left. That's good.
Sweet. I'd say around 250 yards to go here.
All right, now here's this instance where we can go full 2 wood because we got 248 up 33, so it's playing 259 plus the wind in our face a little bit. My lie is going to push me left, and the wind is just going to push me left a little. We want to see where we want to land. Now we'd like to avoid this hill over here, but it is a par 5, and it's going to come in strong here. So I'm going to aim about here, and hopefully, actually, my lie is going to push me left a little more, so I'm going to aim about here. The lie didn't push me that much, but a little bit. Now this could be good if it'll sit down. It's going to kick up. It's going to catch the slope. It's going to roll a little, but we'll have an eagle opportunity. Just looking to get our birdie, basically.
Look at you go. Next putt for eagle. Drop this one for
All
eagle.
right.
Let's do it.
It's 58 feet, but the aggregate says 80. There's not a lot of break. Let's see. Alright, relatively straight, so I'm just going to hit it straight, just looking to get the distance right. So now 80, I would usually count to about 8, but I'm only going to count to about 7 and give it a little more because it's a little more difficult when you get into the higher numbers about being exact. So see, this should be about right. Whoa, almost went in. Now, that's not too bad. It's a little farther than I wanted,
Okay,
but
let's see what you can do with this 7-footer.
this putt isn't bad at all. We should be able to make this. Beautiful.
Nicely done.
Another
for the
birdie.
bird.
All right,
Sitting at 8 under for the round.
moving on.
Nice solid birdie.
Now,
on that
we got a
last
drivable
hole.
par
Got another
4
birdie
here.
in the works here.
And this one we're going to go for because it's got the perfect ideals. As you can see, there's a little bit of a hill here, so you ideally want to hit it into this hill and have it roll over to the pin. It's going to be tricky because if it catches this hill, it's going to roll off down here. And that's probably what's going to happen. So I'm just going to aim about here, and I'm not going to loft it up or anything. Oh, that was nice. This could be good. This could be good. Kick up. Roll. Not bad. Now, you're saying, oh, if I lofted it a little, I might have got that extra distance. I might have, but I might have lost my
Look
accuracy.
at you go.
So
Putting for eagle
I'm
here now on this par
I'm
4.
thrilled with this. I'll take this every day, you know. We have an eagle opportunity. 44 is the aggregate, up 15. So we can give this a little bit of weight. It's going to break to the left. Pretty good. So we're going to go over here about. Take a shot. Come on.
I'll take that for eagle.
There you go.
And sitting at 10 under
Puts
now
a smile on my face. All right, we're 10 under through 14.
Nice eagle on that last hole.
I wish this was the
Expecting
first
some more
round of
fancy
the
club work
PGA,
on this one.
which I could actually play in about 20 minutes, but because it's 3 in the morning as I'm recording. I'm probably not going to because I played enough today. So, hole 15, we got a par 4. But a lot of times I make a video for you guys and I don't shoot the greatest. You're kind of seeing me here. Now, I'll probably, these last few holes, I'll probably do bad, but you're kind of seeing me at a higher level where I'm shooting a little bit better, you know? Alright, so we got plenty of fairway here. It does slope down to the right. We don't want to mess with that. We're going to aim over here. I'm not going to loft it up.
Oh, liking this one.
It's still kind of floating to the right, but we should be okay.
This looks like, I'd say around 110 yards or so to the pin.
Alright, 108 down 6. It's playing about 106. We got a downhill lie. So I'm already thinking club down to the lob wedge because we want to come in a little shorter. Not a bad looking green. It's definitely, if you're long, it's going to fall off there. You don't want to mess over here. Look, you'll be into another hole. But this 94 lob wedge is pretty accurate. It usually stops pretty good. Now you can see it rolls down. So we're going to be we don't mind being a little short here. The question is, how much bounce and roll out are we going to get? Now the wind's going to push us right, 6 mile an hour. Now, so 6 mile an hour would be about there. But we already got the green floating to the right and down, so I'm going to aim over here, actually. Alright, so now it's playing like I said, 106, 94, so we definitely want to de-loft. Now look at our lie is going to push us right too, so we might want to even adjust a little more. I want to de-loft a little bit, but I don't want to hit it too hard because that'll just take off. I want to land short and have it just kind of float down to the hole. So I'm thinking about this here now. We're just going to de-loft a little bit. Alright, let's give it a shot. Hopefully that'll get a nice bounce. And kick right a little bit. Float down. Alright, it didn't float as much as I thought, but that's not bad.
This one for birdie.
We got a tricky birdie putt here. It's a 10 foot. It's 14 feet, but with the aggregate it's 10, down 4. So now this is deadly. You hit this, it's off the green, you hit this too hard. So you have two options here. You can go for the sink to try to, you know, sink it in, and you either put it in a hole or you're off the green, or you can go for the conservative, really try to slow it down, and that's what I'm going to go for here, because just the way it looks, it's going to break hard left. I'm also going to try to make it, but so now on very rare occasions, I'm still looking at this here. It's going to break pretty good. Going to go about here. On very rare occasions when I want it to really slow down, I'll pull the cursor in like this. And that actually slows it down just a tad. Now don't misunderstand me. If you still hit it hard, it's going to go off the green. It's not going to, by pulling the cursor in, it's not going to stop the ball. But it does slow it down just a tad, so now I only want to hit this like a 4-foot putt. Now that might have been too slow, but it should give ourselves a very easy putt here for our par.
4
That
feet.
really was
Let's
too
do
slow.
this.
But see, now we got a pretty easy, manageable par here. So it's only 4 foot. It's uphill a little bit.
And a
All
nice
right.
putt.
So I took a conservative way out because I was shooting, had a good round
Okay,
going,
So that'll keep you at
and I
10
didn't get
under for the
myself in
round.
trouble. You know, I didn't get myself in trouble. You go in gung ho, I'm gonna make this. It's off the green, then you're bogeying. You know, so there's a time to play it safe, and there's a time to go for it. Now, if I wasn't 10 under, let's say I was about even or +1, you know what? I probably would have tried to go for the putt, because what the hell? But I had a real good solid round, no bogeys. I went more conservative. All right, we got 3 holes left.
16th hole coming up here. Let us see what you can do.
Hole 16, par 4. All right, decent sized fairway here. We're not going to loft this up, just looking to find fairway. I could loft that up, but it's not a big deal to me.
Oh, that green's significantly higher than the ball,
Now,
just so you know.
151 up 32, playing about 161. We got an uphill lie. Now, even if I go to the 160 club, since I got a little wind with me, it's probably going to land right at the pin and go right down the hill. So, because it don't want to be too long. I think this club is going to be too long. But we got we got a real bad hill in front of the hole. So if I club down to the 148, there's no way we're getting up this hill. So here's a situation where I almost have to go against my thinking. I'm going to go with the 160. I'm going to try to loft it up. Now, it's still probably going to be too long, and I'm still probably going to roll past the pin. But rolling past the pin is better than messing with this front hill and being too short, because that looks really deadly. So let's evaluate it again here. We got a little wind, going to push us left. Going to go about here. Going to loft it up just a little bit. Don't want to loft it all the way, and we'll give it a shot. I don't know. Get up there. It's got to kick up a little. It caught that hill. Needs to sit. Nope. Now there's a case where I didn't need to loft it. I should have left it alone. Because by lofting it, I got myself... wasn't enough, you know? So now we're not really in trouble. We got to make our 2-putt here, but this is not easy. So it's showing 68 feet, 120. Let's just look at how it breaks. It's going to break to the right. So this is tough. I'm going to be hitting this pretty much all out with my putter. I don't want to hit it too hard, but I think all out is still going to be a little short. Sit.
Ouch. Ouch.
Sit. That's about the best I could have done.
Here we go. 4, par.
We're going to have a tough little par putt here. It's not that tough. Breaks a little left.
And you're in the
Yes,
hole.
we got the save. Move on.
And that'll keep you at 10 under.
All right,
for the
hole
round.
17's a par 3.
Okay, 17th hole. Take your best shot.
All right, 153. Pretty flat here, pretty standard. 148's the proper club. We got a back rest here. So, just going to loft this up just a tick. Because, just going right for the pin here. Nice strike. This should be good. It's floating a little left, actually. Yep. All right, now we got a little chip here. I got a 9-iron lob wedge chip. I'm going to loft it all the way up. Now, the way I chip, I tend to aim always to the right, and I try to pull it back in my swing, which is just my own style. Now, if you look at the way the greens, you would want to aim a little left here because it's going to float to the right. But this is my own style, so I'm going to aim a little to the right And I lofted it all the way up. Now this is kind of a funky little swing here, but this is what I do. I wouldn't recommend, you know, you got to find your own way of chips and flops. I would say drives and second shots are, you know, that's pretty standard. You want to be straight and everything, but chips and flops, there's little quirky methods you can use, you know. Alright, so let's give it a go here. Alright. Wasn't the greatest.
Okay, let's see what you can do with his 8-footer.
Alright, we got an 8-foot putt here. Just looking to get par here. Ah, I had a feeling I was going to make a mistake. I was just playing a little too good.
Setting up here for the bogey.
I was a little tentative there too. Alright, we'll take
Nice
a bogey. Yeah, you wanna stay in rhythm too.
Sitting
You know,
at 9 under for the round.
It's hard because you get hot, you make an eagle, and then you kind of cool off. And all right, last hole we got a par 5.
18th hole coming up, and then you can hang in the clubhouse. Let's see what you
I'm
can do here.
definitely now. I'm a little agitated. I'm looking to get that bogey, erase that bogey back, and get a birdie here. Especially 9. You want to get 10 under. You know, so we're going to be a little more aggressive here. We're going to loft this all the way up. For me, when I tend to make a bad shot or a bogey or a double, I get a little annoyed and then I just start being aggressive, you know.
Okay.
I don't know if it's a good thing or not, but
yards to the pin.
now we can go full 2-wood at this. I'm going to go full 2-wood. It's up 35, so it's playing like 263. Now you can see the way the screen is. I'm going to try to just hit it into the center here and have it bounce up and float over to the pin. A little left. I don't think it'll catch that hill. Nope.
Look at you go.
But we got an
On
eagle
the
putt.
green and
It's
under
a
regulation,
it's a
putting
tough
for
eagle
eagle
putt.
here.
It's going to go down this hill. So now I just want to try to stop this near the hole and get my birdie, which is easier said than done. So I'm going to pull in my cursor. Not all the way. Just looking to hit this about 10 feet so it'll catch that hill. Alright, I didn't really hit it hard enough though because it drifted to the right. It's going to come back a little bit. Sit now. If it'll sit down, we'll have a birdie opportunity. Sit. Now that's about the best I could have hoped for.
Okay, let's see what you can do with this.
This shouldn't be too
7-footer.
bad. Nope. Now for a good player, this is a gimme actually, but sometimes when you're... Yeah,
Cut
we
in
get
there
the
for
birdie.
bird.
When you're not, you know, when you're off your game, you're
10
off your
under at
game.
the end of your round.
Well, 10 under.
Done.
It's a nice course,
Well,
Wakanya
thanks very much
Black.
for the round. Great
It's going to
chat,
be
man.
this week's
We'll see you next
PGA event, so I hope you guys check it out. Alright, we're going to give it 4 stars. Like I said, I don't know who the designer is. I didn't look it up. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. Tuna 5 out.